Ain't a whole lot of horsepower behind it. Yeah, it's a little better. Welcome back, our plinking. My name is Charles, and it's been a little while. Hope y'all are having a good new year. I've been a little busy between work and actually my folks come all the way down from Arkansas to visit for a little while. That's right, Mom's here, Dad, old front yard plinking himself. So, but I had a few minutes here. I'm going to give you some target ideas. And once again, you can make these what you want, how you want. This is not really one of them. I just wanted to show you this because it's ridiculous. Popsicle sticks, little fuzzy things. That my better half, she picked those up at some little craft store or something. Super glue. It's tough. See these things? See where it's been chewed up? It's still staying together. Anyway, so, well, 2 target ideas, and then the other one for what it is. Now, a couple of these, some of you probably know of, or just forgot about, or whatever the case. Just a reminder then. Now, yes, it is all painted orange now because it just shows up better on camera when I don't use the second one. Saw blade. Makes a lot of racket when it gets hit. If you didn't want to do this, if you wanted to like do a white background, and then like some of the little sticky dots, you can get them at, well, you can find stuff like that anywhere, just to make individual targets. Now these things right here are great, especially for a distance, because you don't have to keep staring through the scope to see, did I hit it? You know if you hit it or not. Ding! See? It's only got one hole that's in there. My suggestion to you, and this is just a kind of for show and tell, but if you're going to try to drill another hole in something like this, make sure you got the right equipment. If not, go through and you can get like some little little mini C-clamps or something, screw them onto the side. That way you can chain it, rope it, or tie it off. That way you can keep it stable, because one hanger, it's going to spin. But at least for this demonstration, that'll be fine. Everybody goes through cookware. This poor old saucepan has probably made more gravy for biscuits than I care to remember eating. Anyway, something like this, once the inside gets just pretty much destroyed or whatever, this thing used to have a Teflon coating, now it's got a paint coating. But stuff like this is great for a reactive target. Both these things are metal. There are some other metal things over here. Never forget, safety first, safety glasses, know what's behind you, what's to the left, what's to the right. Try to make sure and get yourself set at an angle so you don't have something coming directly back at you if something happens. And whatever it is, if you're going to use anything that's metal with a BB and or pellet, make sure it's got some leeway. Let it absorb some energy, so if it does try to come back at you, it don't hurt so bad. Now, I'm going to hang these 2 things up here just in a second, but something else I wanted to share with you, like the little plastic practice golf ball. You can find these things in a lot of places pretty cheap. You get like a dozen of them. Now what I did with one of them, because I've been kind of messing with it just to see if it worked right before I showed you. If you want to carry extra BBs, these little tubes are getting harder and harder to find. I mean, these things are probably the world's greatest for, loading in little magazines, or even the stuff like in here, or you know, some of the Daisy 880, whatever, you know, because you can squeeze the end of the tube, but they're getting hard to find. You find plenty of these. 2400, 6000 count. Be a little tough to carry around. So, take one of the little plastic golf balls, made a hole in it. Now what I did with this one is I just found a screw that was the right size and put the screw in there so the BBs don't fall out. What's the big deal with that? Well, you can get 2, 3, 4 of these. You got several hundred BBs. Take the screw out. This is the easiest way to load it or unload it. Now, if you want, you can take, push the straw all the way to the bottom. You usually get 4 or 5. Or pull a straw just right barely at the edge, and you can shake a bunch of them out. You can shake a bunch of them out. Just be up to you. Straw out. Tighten the screw back in. Put it back in your pocket. Now, eventually, you know, it's going to wear out and you're going to have to do something different. You could take and just put a piece of tape over it, but a lot easier carrying these things around in your pocket than this. Just an idea. Let me hang these two up real quick and take a couple of shots. See what happens. Alright, so got our 2 noise makers up there. Pretty satisfying. I like that. What about the other one? Pretty obvious where I hit, huh? One of the other, the original steel plate. Let's try that. Ding. Love that sound. Anyway, like I said, just an idea. But some of you younger folks out there, don't go out there taking the blade off your daddy's chop saw and taking stuff out of the cabinet that your mama will be looking for later. Ask somebody first. Think I'll keep them. Anyway, just a couple of little quick target ideas, and do with them what you will. Until next time, my name is Charles. Been backyard plinking. And shoot it again.